So we have a big harvest moon coming this week.
Saturday night, shine on. The harvest moon is Saturday night. The sun is in Libra.
Okay.
And the sun is joining, Mercury went into Libra last week, but the sun is now entering Libra. And I really like, the sun in Virgo is very detail-oriented, very persnickety, and the moon in Libra is much easier going. It's much more, can't we all get along? It's much more, can we find a way to balance things out? So I thought for all 12 signs, I would mention it. And so the sun's in Libra, and the things that we're talking about today reach a peak by the weekend, because that's what the full moon does, is brings matters to a climax.
All right, hit it and get it.
Yes, for Libras, it's about them, it's about them, it's about their partnerships, it's about their relationships. They really want to advance their own interests, and they want to advance their own interests inside a partnership. So if they're in a partnership, then they have the upper hand. And if they're not in one, it certainly is a good 3-week period, 4-week period, to go ahead and begin a new one. For Scorpios, it's a finishing up phase for them. They are not ready to start new things. They're not ready to put new things into motion. This is the end of their solar year, and it's designed really to finish up the things that they've had pending all year rather than starting new ones. For Sagittarians, it is in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. And for them, it's going to take a group effort, a team effort, to get the Sagittarian what it is the Sagittarian wants. So they may be working with the group, but their interests are the ones that are going to be served. For Capricorns, professional decisions, and it's sort of a, I'm not sure. They're looking for enough information, a way out to decide what their next career move is, and they get that information over the next 7 days or so, and that the scales will tip dynamically one way or the other, so the Capricorn will know what the right decision is. For Aquarians, it's in the 9th house of the law, legal matters, educational matters, important matters that require a little giving and a lot more taking, all come to be over the next 7 days or so, and that reaches some sort of successful climax for the Aquarian by the weekend. For Pisces, the money gods are smiling on them, and they have expenses that are coming up into the Pisces as they go for quality over quantity. Okay. For Aries, it's in their 7th house of partners. Aries are very much interested in meeting their partner's needs rather than, normally the Aries is I, me, but yeah. For the next month or so, it's really more about your partners. And they will find that if they get into a partnership, that they get a lot more out of it than they thought they were going to. So please your partner, you end up pleasing yourself. It's sort of like if mom is happy, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
For Tauruses, work, and more work. And they really have to weigh out the important stuff to kind of separate the wheat from the chaff. They've got a whole bunch of stuff that is pouring down on them at once, and they need to find a balance and not get too far caught up in doing one thing that they let other things go by the wayside. And okay. They more so than anybody can do with somebody saying, hey, do you need some help? And the Taurus needs to say, yes, I do.
Okay, Pat, be listening now.
Yeah, and be receptive to it. Yeah. Be receptive. If somebody says, hey, can I help you? Go, yeah, you can, and here's what you need to do.
Okay.
For Geminis, they just want to have fun. It's in their 5th house of love affairs, amusements, pleasures, children, sports. Very fecund time for Gemini. So if they want to get pregnant, this is the time to do it. If they don't want to get pregnant, this is the time to be proactive about it, because it's a matter of creating something new.
Right.
For Cancers, it's in their 4th house of home, and they want to beautify their home. They want to solidify their home. They've been having problems at home for the last 2.5 years. Do I stay? Do I go? What do I do? How do I bring peace back to my home? And that answer comes to them by this weekend. Okay. So one way or the other. For Leos, it's in their 3rd house of the law of daily living. The pace of their day-to-day living picks up. And they also are in a negotiating position, and they get to negotiate, but they are negotiating from a position of strength rather than weakness. So they can afford to throw a bone or two out to sweeten the negotiation, because they have the winning hand.
I like the sound of that.
Isn't that nice? And then for Virgo, it's about making more money. It's about finding a way to partner up with someone to make more money, and it's earned income rather than money falling out of the skies on them. And they also, but it's up to the Virgo to reach out to someone to say, help me by being on my team. So it's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac. It's a big old bright harvest moon on Saturday night, and I love that moon. That's a great moon for romance.
Oh, so. I know. I love that moon, too. You're absolutely right.
It's really close to the earth, so.
Yeah, and it looks good.
And then happy Rosh Hashanah. No, is it Rosh? No, it's Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur to our Jewish friends.
Coming this week.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Always a pleasure.